Sandra here, the Misophonia therapist. And today's question is, can having a narcissistic parent cause misophonia? Now, I work a lot with people who have had parents that could be described as narcissists. And a very quick definition of narcissism would be a parent who is emotionally absent or perhaps not respecting a child's emotions, perhaps to maintain control or dominance. A typical example of narcissistic parenting may involve using guilt, emotional blackmail, and other tactics to make their children feel responsible for their happiness. It can lead to lack of boundaries. It can make having healthy relationships as an adult very difficult. Sometimes narcissistic parents can use abandonment threats or withdraw affection as a means of control. So there's no direct causal link between having a narcissistic parent and the development of misophonia. And it's really important at this stage for me to just make the point that if you are indeed a parent with a child with misophonia, this video is in no way, shape or form intended to be some kind of guilt trip. I'm certainly not suggesting that in every single case of misophonia, there must be a narcissistic parent at play, at fault. So this is just a video to maybe try to explain whether or not there is a link in some cases between narcissism in upbringing and the development of misophonia. So as we know, anyone who's ever experienced misophonia, it's a condition characterized by intense emotional and often physiological responses to specific sounds. Now, the experience of growing up with a narcissistic parent can contribute to the development of various emotional and psychological difficulties. And it's possible that extreme stress, emotional abuse, and heightened sensitivity to one's environment can often accompany a narcissistic upbringing. And this, of course, might exacerbate existing sensitivities or contribute to the development of new challenges, including misophonia. And furthermore, if you have been brought up by a narcissistic parent, it's possible that you might have experienced frequent conflicts, feelings of powerlessness, or a lack of control in your childhood environment. Now, misophonia triggers can sometimes elicit that sense of loss of control or frustration, and in particular, anger. And this might resonate with your experience of growing up if you did grow up in a narcissistic household. So often misophonia can be almost like a warning, something that reminds the part of your brain that's responsible for survival of something that might have been a threat. And it's important to note, as ever, that misophonia is a complex condition and further research is desperately needed to understand its causes and its mechanisms. So I hope you found this video helpful, and if you have been affected by any of the descriptions of narcissism or being brought up by a parent who is a narcissist, then please feel free to get in touch. Thank you. Bye-bye.